Hey, it's Ben here from the Strength Factory, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how to regain your confidence after a big crash or an injury. As you may have seen a few weeks ago, I took a big crash. In fact, it's my biggest crash in years, and I don't mind admitting it hurt, okay? And it's probably, dented my confidence a bit because I felt like I was riding really well up to that point. Now, if you want to get an idea for what I'm talking about, here's a little clip of the crash. Yep, as you can see, not very much fun. If you want to watch the whole gory thing, then I'll pop a link up here for you as well. You can watch the GoPro run. Anyway, I'm out today. It's my first mountain bike ride since the crash, and yeah, I just want to feel good on my bike. I want to start regaining that confidence in general, but in particular because I'm actually going to Morzine next week, and that's what I'm going to talk about today, is how to rebuild that confidence on the bike, okay, after a big crash or after a big injury. My first bit of advice then is be kind to yourself. Just accept it. Your first ride back, or your second, maybe your third, you're not probably going to be quite where you were before you had a big crash or an injury. Just accept it. Don't fight it. The more you fight it, the more tense you're going to be, negative thoughts, and that is not going to help you ride fast, ride confidently, or have fun on your bike, which is what it's all about. So step one, accept what it is, okay? Right now, I'm not going to be riding as fast or as committed as I was a month ago. Simple as that. And this is probably the most important one. You can almost turn the video off now, but don't really. In fact, hit like, hit subscribe, send this to 5 mates. My second tip is not to put any pressure on yourself and not to let anyone else put pressure on you either. So if you're going to go riding with a group of mates, that's awesome. It's the most fun, isn't it? But drop in last, Don't feel like you have to drop in first, even if you normally do. You don't want anyone hounding you down the trail, and just drop in last and say, hey guys, I'm just going to take it easy. And if they're good friends, they won't mind if they're waiting a few seconds longer at the bottom of the hill. Just drop in last, take your time, and if people who you're normally quicker than, if they're dropping you, see point one, relax, accept it, it's going to be all right. Tip number 3 is, if you can, especially if you're riding on your own like I am today, then repeat the same trail. Repeat a trail that you know well, that you enjoy riding, that isn't anywhere close to your limits. And rather than doing lots of different tracks, then I think it's better to just ride one trail a few times in a row and just gradually build that confidence, build that speed, focusing on just doing the basics of like a good riding position, keeping your head up, staying relaxed. And then by repeating that trail, it's going to really help you to find that speed without forcing it. It's going to help build that confidence. And when that starts to come, you're going to start enjoying it more. And then you can start going off and riding some other tracks as well. So effectively, session a trail until that confidence builds. Now, I've only been off the bike for 3 weeks, which feels like a long time, especially in summer. But for some of you watching this, it may have been 3 months or even longer, if you've had a bad injury or something, and I feel for you. And after that, it's just really important to focus on the basics of your riding position, okay? Just, if you go rushing back into it and you're a bit rusty, it's really easy to get into bad habits. Let's use this as an opportunity to maybe become a better rider, okay? By focusing on the basics, because we're going to go a bit slower today probably. So that gives you time to look up, to brake early, to be in a really good position, find some nice lines and just carve some nice turns. The goal to be smooth and linking sections of trail together. And if you're struggling with that, then obviously you can check out my very popular, my #1 video on riding position, which I'll pop a link to above here. And then the second one you can do is, if you are struggling after a few rides to get back into it after a long break, then you know what, get some skills coaching. Okay, now is the perfect time to do it, because a good skills coach is going to see where your position is lacking. They're gonna see if you're tense and a little bit nervous and scared, and they're gonna help you to correct that. And ultimately, a good body position enables you to be relaxed. It lets you ride with confidence. It lets you have more fun, regardless of speed or racing or any of that. It's just about putting you in a safe position on the bike so that you can, make the most of the trails and really have a good time. So focus on the basics of your body position and your riding technique. And if you need a bit of help, then go and see a coach, okay? You won't regret it. It's a #1 upgrade for your bike. The final point then ties in with the first one really, and it's just don't get angry, okay? Life's too short. At the end of the day, you're out riding bikes, and if you're not riding well, it doesn't matter. You can ride well next time or next week. It will come, okay? Getting angry is not going to help. It's just going to ruin your ride. It's going to ruin your mate's ride, okay? Because no one likes riding with angry cross people who are having a tantrum. And as soon as you get like that, you're going to be tense, okay? And when you're tense, you can't ride well, okay? So chill, Winston. Listen to some reggae, whatever. Take some deep breaths. Just relax through the nose. Long deep breath, long exhale. If you need to stop halfway down a trail and do that, that's fine. There's no rules. You can do that, okay? The Jedi knew what they were talking about. Listen to Yoda, okay? Anger leads to the dark side. We don't want the dark side. I hope that was useful for some of you. In fact, well, hopefully not too many of you. Hopefully you're not falling off your bikes too much or getting hurt, okay? But for those of you that have, maybe you can relate to this, I'd love to hear your experiences in the comments below. And if there's anything I've missed out that's really helped you to get back into riding, back into racing, and back to confidence and enjoying your bike after a big smash, then let me know, okay? I'd love to hear your thoughts. In the meantime, if you haven't already, then make sure you hit subscribe. I've got loads more stuff coming later this summer for you, some good riding videos. Off to Morzine next week. I'm going to try and make you a video while I'm out there as well, hopefully not crashing, and I'll be back soon with more factory knowledge to help you have more fun, ride faster, be more confident, be stronger, be better, be a better human, be harder to kill. What's not to like?